Welcome, Amalga-Maniacs. This is Who Dears Wins Valentine's Day edition. So, we've given you all of the combatants. We've given you some fights, some bouts that are out of this world, out of this universe. But this one, I gotta say, brings things back down into perspective. We have a newer couple coming in. This is a couple that I don't think has ever really, they're not technically a couple. I think that they're at that weird, awkward tweener, I like you, you like me, but nobody wants to say anything kind of stage in their relationship. But there's obviously, anyone who watches the anime knows that there's something there. Our first couple, Uraraka and Midoriya. That's right. Class 1A's prom king and queen in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What can I tell you about these two? Well, Midoriya's got green hair. Uraraka likes clouds. And both are, well, one has a quirk, which a quirk in the My Hero Academia universe is the equivalent to a mutant having a mutation. Everybody in the My Hero Academia, or almost everyone in the My Hero Academia verse, is born with a superpower. They just wake up with superpowers one day, and it's called a quirk. That quirk is obviously developed and used, and you can either live a normal life, as normal as life could be when you could shoot lasers out of your eyes, or you could become a hero, which is obviously why most of the kids in Class 1A in My Hero Academia are in Class 1A to learn how to become heroes. In this particular instance, Midoriya was given his quirk, and he wasn't born with it. And Uraraka was. So Uraraka's quirk is that she can control mass and matter. She can make things lighter or heavier than they would be normally before she gets involved. She can intensify or dissipate her own density and make herself float, or make herself 1,000,000 pounds, or make herself as solid as adamantium. She can do all of those things. And she can also do it to other people. So she can make you as light as air, or make you as heavy as 1,000,000,000 pounds. Midoriya has the quirk all for one. Or one for all, sorry. One for all. The one for all quirk is basically the power to generate a massive concussive and destructive blow from your body and basically smash whatever's in front of you. It also adds to your strength, speed, and agility, as you can use it to propel yourself, lift objects, move things out of your way, and, I don't know, be generally awesome like Midoriya is. So the one for all quirk is pretty much a standard superpower. You can do pretty much everything with it. Invulnerability, strength, speed, flight, all of those things are capable with the quirk one for all. Now, Midoriya is obviously very young. Uraraka is also young, and they have not come into the, I guess, what you want to call apex of using their abilities, but they are both ridiculously powerful considering the fact that they don't have full control over their quirks. So that is something I would definitely factor into the voting. And with that said, I think that conditions. This battle needs to go down. I don't know. Where's a good venue? Where do you want to have a fight for Valentine's Day? You know what? Let's just have this one in the street. Matter of fact, let's do it on Popular Street in New Haven, Connecticut. I need a slice of pizza. Shelby needs a slice of pizza. We're going to Pepe's after this one's over. You guys are welcome to join us. So yeah, we're going to do it in Popular Street, New Haven, Connecticut. Fairhaven, if you will, for my Boricuas. So Fairhaven is where this is going down in the middle of the street. Uraraka and Midori. I'm going to kick it over to Shelby. She's going to give you your second and not the least of our couples whatsoever. Shelby?
So, out of all these battles, I think this is probably one of my favorite couples, just because I grew up watching the anime, and everyone wanted to be like her, and everyone wanted the guy like him. So, we have Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask. Also known as Usagi and Mamo. I know that the American version, they have different names, but I'm going off of the Japanese.
Yeah, the Japanese version.
I mean, if you've seen the anime, you know that those aren't... So, pretty much, they remember their past memories, and Sailor Moon is actually Princess Serenity. She's the princess of the moon, and Tuxedo Mask is actually a prince as well. And they were star-crossed lovers, and there was a huge war that had went on, and to protect them, the Queen of the Moon sent Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask, and all of their... I don't want, like, they're not servants, pretty much they're protectors, they're bodyguards, to Earth to protect them and hide them away. So it wasn't until they became teenagers that they even realized who they were and had these powers. So, I mean, Sailor Moon's powers is like the power of the moon, basically. She has damaging energy, has the silver crystal healing powers. She throws her cute little headpiece at people as a boomerang.
I never got that. I never understood why her tiara was like a weapon. I think it's awesome that it is,
yeah.
But it would crack me up when she took that thing off and threw it at people. I was like, how do you as a bad guy tell that story? Well, I was robbing a bank and then this chick threw her tiara at me, and now I'm here. Sorry, I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there.
I never got that either, but I mean, Tuxedo Mask is a little cooler. He's like that mysterious guy that everyone's like, ooh, who's that cute guy over there with the mask? But he also has psychic powers, and he uses roses as darts, and he also has energy projection. And even though they didn't know who each other were, they bumped into each other one day, and then they're just like, hey, like, something oddly familiar is about you. And then as it goes on, they start getting those memories back, and they realize who each other is, and then just fall in love all over again. Just all the hearts.
That's nice. Now, something about both of these characters, especially, well, Sailor Moon, I know can transfigure the energy that she projects and fires into superhuman strength. I've seen her fight characters who were like 4 times her size, and she was able to not only fight them, but stand blows from them. But I always wondered, is Sailor Moon super strong? Is she super durable? Or does she just manipulate her powers to make her that way?
I think she manipulates her powers that way because, I mean, as like normal high school kids, they don't have these type of powers.
Right.
But when they suit up and everything, then they have like the super strength and energy and everything like that.
Okay. Do you know of Sailor Moon? Because I do know that there's a couple of different versions of Sailor Moon where she was like regular standard Sailor Moon, who like we grew up watching in the anime, and we know how powerful she is. But there's like a version of Sailor Moon that can like destroy universes and eat black holes. And it's like a ridiculous OP version of her. We're obviously not talking about that version. And although Sailor Moon is a very powerful character, I'm not 100% on where her powers come from, but I do know that they are connected to obviously the cosmos and the galaxy in and of itself. So I guess that's why she's as powerful as she is. But this is just the standard Sailor Moon, not like Galaxy Eater Sailor Moon, which is definitely not the one that we're going to be including in this battle here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her powers pretty much come from like the moon itself. Like the moon has this like magical property to it, and she gets all her powers pretty much from that.
Okay, so it's not the actual structure; it's some kind of mystical energy that, like, before the element came together. And okay, I got it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I was like, because the moon really doesn't have like a whole lot of powers. It just kind of just sits there. Just kind of just sits there and makes the tides come in. I don't know. So I guess what it is the celestial entity that became the moon is pretty much the embodiment of Sailor Moon's powers, to put it pretty lightly. And she is a very powerful character. So I don't know I don't know which way this one's gonna go, but I do know I'm gonna have to do some research. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research to figure out who I'm going for. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your fourth. That's right, we gave you 4 this week because there were just too many awesome couples. We couldn't actually subtract couples and take couples out, so we had to kind of do 4 because there was just so many awesome couples. So there you are, all 4 of your battles. Feel free to use your thumbs. Vote down below. Let us know what you think. Please give us thoughts and ideas. You got the conditions on this one. Don't forget, we're going out for pizza after this one's over. And, cast your votes. Let us know what you think. And thank you for joining us here on Who Dares Wins, the Valentine's Day edition. Make sure you go out and get your sweethearts some nice chocolates and, stuffed animal and, maybe some firecrackers. I would want firecrackers for Valentine's Day. I think that's a wonderful Valentine's Day gift. And it's something you can do together. One lights it, the other one throws it. Huh? You're welcome. Amalga couples. Valentine's Day 101. Firecrackers. Put the spark back in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Free dating advice here on Who Dares Wins. We do it all here. We give you dating advice. Bring you Sailor Moon and tuxedo mask. I mean, what else could you be? We're taking you out for pizza after a fight. What else do you people want from us? You are very lucky to have Shelby Crota, the boy wonderful Ian Wallace, and this has been Who Dares Wins. Enjoy the fights. See you next week.